मदे मत्सरे सांडिली स्वार्थबुद्धि प्रपंचीक नाही जयाते उपाधि सदा बोलणे नम्रवाचा सुवाचा जगी धन्यतो दास सर्वोत्तमाचा. This shloka highlights the ideal qualities of a supreme devotee. It describes a person who has completely abandoned pride, jealousy, and selfish thinking. Such a devotee is not entangled in worldly identities or ego driven attachments, even while living an active life. The shloka emphasizes inner purity over external status. Freedom from arrogance and envy leads to a mind that is calm, balanced, and spiritually mature. This inner detachment allows the devotee to remain untouched by worldly distractions and false labels. Another key virtue is gentle and humble speech. Words spoken with softness, respect, and sincerity reflect a purified heart. According to the shloka, humility in behavior and sweetness in speech are clear signs of spiritual greatness. Ultimately, the verse declares that such a person is truly blessed in this world, a servant devoted to the highest truth, free from ego and selfish desire, is considered the finest among all devotees, one who lives with dignity, peace, and divine grace. क्रमिवेळसु तत्त्वचिन्तानुवादे न लिम्पे कदा दम्भवादे विवादे करी सुख संवाद सुगमाचा जगी धन्यतो दास सर्वोत्तमाचा. This shloka describes the ideal spiritual servant as taught by Samarth Ramdas. It praises a person who regularly reflects on spiritual truths and speaks only what uplifts and enlightens. Such a seeker does not get trapped in ego, hypocrisy, arguments, or debates, which often distract the mind from true wisdom. Instead of controversy, this noble soul creates harmonious and joyful dialogue rooted in truth and compassion. Their words bring peace, clarity, and unity, not conflict. By choosing understanding over argument and humility over pride, they become a source of inner happiness for others. The shloka reminds us that true greatness lies in simplicity, thoughtful reflection, and gentle communication. A person who lives this way is truly blessed and stands among the highest servants of the divine. सदार्जवी प्रिय जो सर्वलोकी सदा सर्वदा सत्यवादी विवेकी न बोले कदा मिथ्यवाचा त्रिवाचा जगी धन्यतो दास सर्वोत्तमाचा. This shloka highlights the timeless quality of a true devotee: simplicity, universal love, and unwavering truthfulness. The ideal servant of the divine lives with straightforwardness, earning affection and trust from everyone, not through manipulation but through purity of intent. The verse strongly emphasizes truthful speech guided by wisdom. Such a person never speaks falsely, carelessly, or with hidden motives. Words are aligned with thought and action, reflecting inner clarity and moral strength. This harmony between mind, speech, and behavior makes the devotee spiritually radiant. Composed by Samarth Ramdas, this shloka teaches that spiritual greatness is not about rituals alone, but about ethical living and truthful communication. In a world clouded by deception and noise, the one who consistently speaks truth with discernment is truly blessed and closest to the Supreme. सदा सेव्यारण्यतारुण्यकाळि मिळेना कदा कल्पने चेनिमेळी चळेना मनी निश्चयो दृढ ज्याचा जगी धन्यतो दास सर्वोत्तमाचा. This shloka from Samarth Ramdas Vanachi Shlok highlights the power of inner stability, discipline, and renunciation. It describes an ideal devotee who, even in youth, chooses a life of restraint and spiritual focus, symbolized by dwelling in solitude and simplicity. Such a person does not chase imaginary pleasures or restless desires. The core message emphasizes a firm and unwavering mind. When determination is strong, distractions fail to shake one's purpose. The shloka teaches that true greatness is not measured by worldly success, but by steadfast commitment to higher values, clarity of thought, and control over the mind. From a modern perspective, this verse is deeply relevant. In an age of constant stimulation and temptation, cultivating mental discipline and clarity leads to long term peace and purpose. A person who remains grounded, unaffected by fleeting fantasies, is truly blessed and rare in the world. न से मानसी नष्ट आशा दुराशा वसे अंतरि प्रेम पाशा पिपाशा ऋणी देव हा भक्ति भावे जयाचा जगी धन्य तो दास सर्वोत्तमाचा. This shloka celebrates the ideal devotee whose inner world is free from despair and selfish craving. It teaches that when false hopes and destructive desire disappear, the heart becomes a sacred space filled with pure love and longing for the divine. Such longing is not weakness, it is spiritual strength. The verse highlights a powerful truth: God becomes indebted to sincere devotion. When a devotee serves with unwavering love and humility, the divine responds with grace, protection, and closeness. This mutual bond is the essence of bhakti. In today's stressful world, the shloka reminds us that true fulfillment doesn't come from expectations but from love rooted in faith. A person who lives with devotion instead of desire, trust instead of anxiety, is truly blessed. दिनाचा दयाळू मनाचा मवाळू स्नेहाळू कृपाळू जनिदास पाळू तयांतरी क्रोध संताप कैचा जगी धन्य तो दास सर्वोत्तमाचा. This shloka describes the ideal servant of the Supreme through qualities that define true spiritual greatness. Such a person is compassionate in actions, gentle in mind, and overflowing with love and mercy. They live not for themselves, but as a protector and well wisher of all people, especially those in need. The shloka highlights a powerful truth: anger and inner turmoil cannot coexist with genuine devotion. When kindness becomes one's nature, emotions like rage, hatred, and restlessness simply have no place in the heart. This inner calm is not weakness, it is the strength born of self mastery and divine alignment. This verse teaches that true success is measured by character, not status. In today's fast paced world filled with stress and conflict, this shloka reminds us that gentleness, empathy, and service are the highest virtues. One who lives with these qualities is truly blessed and stands amongst the greatest servants of the divine. जगी होई जे धन्य या राम नामे क्रिया भक्ति उपासना नित्य नेमे उदासीनता तत्वता सार आहे सदा सर्वदा मोकळी वृत्ती राहे. This shloka highlights the transformative power of Ramanam as the foundation of a blessed life. True fulfillment does not come from external achievements, but from steady devotion practiced daily through action, worship, and heartful devotion. The verse emphasizes inner detachment, not as indifference, but as clarity rooted in truth. When attachment and ego fade, the mind becomes light, free, and peaceful. Such freedom allows one to act in the world without being bound by it. Ultimately, the shloka teaches that constant remembrance of the divine leads to a liberated mindset. A person who lives with devotion, discipline, and inner balance remains free at heart, always calm, always centered, and truly blessed in this world. नको वासना विषयी वृत्तिरूपे पदार्थी जडे कामना पूर्वपापे सदा रामनिष्काम चिन्तित जावा मना कल्पनालेशतो हीन सावा. This shloka teaches the core principle of inner freedom, freedom from desire. It warns the mind not to take worldly pleasures as its identity. When the mind constantly runs after objects, wealth, or sensory enjoyment, those desires are often rooted in past habits and accumulated karma, not true happiness. The verse urges continuous contemplation of Rama in a nishkama state. True devotion is not driven by what we want from God, but by surrender and inner clarity. When the mind lets go of even subtle imagination and craving, peace naturally arises. In today's fast paced material world, this teaching is deeply relevant. Letting go of excessive desires reduces anxiety, sharpens focus, and strengthens spiritual discipline. By fixing the mind on selfless remembrance of Rama, one moves closer to mental clarity, balance, and liberation. मनाकल्पना कल्पिता कल्पकोटि नभेरे नभे सर्वथा राम भेटी मनी कामना राम नाही जयाला अति आदरे प्रीति नाही दयाला. This shloka delivers a powerful spiritual warning. Endless imagination never leads to true union with God. The mind may create millions of thoughts, ideas, and fantasies, but none of them can bring real closeness to Rama. The verse explains that when the heart is filled with desires, divine love cannot arise. A mind dominated by craving lacks genuine devotion, no matter how intense the effort may appear. True spiritual connection is not built through mental speculation, but through pure love, humility, and desirelessness. This message is clear. Silence imagination, remove selfish desire, cultivate selfless devotion. Only when the mind becomes free from wants does sincere love for Rama awaken. This shloka guides seekers towards inner stillness, reminding us that God is found through surrender, not imagination. मनाराम कल्पतरु कामधेनु निधि सार चिंतामणि कायवाणु जयाचे नियोगी घडे सर्व सत्ता तया साम्यता कायसी कोण आता. This shloka presents Lord Rama as the ultimate source of fulfillment and power. The poet compares Rama to Kalpavriksha, the wish-fulfilling tree, Kamadhenu, the divine cow of abundance, and Chintamani, the gem that grants all desires. These symbols together mean that devotion to Rama alone provides everything a seeker truly needs: material, emotional, and spiritual. The verse emphasizes that all power and success arise through Rama's grace. When such infinite strength and completeness exist in one divine source, the poet asks a powerful question: who else can possibly be compared to him? The answer is clear: no one. उभा कल्पवृक्षातळी दुःखवाहे तयांतरी सर्वदा तेची आहे जनी सज्जनी वादहा वाढवावा पुढे मागुता शोकजीवी धरावा. This shloka delivers a powerful insight into inner suffering despite external abundance. It says that even while standing beneath a kalpavriksha, the mythical wish-fulfilling tree, a person continues to experience sorrow. The reason is clear. The root of suffering lies within the mind, not outside circumstances. The verse urges sajjanas, the wise and virtuous, to openly discuss and spread this truth. When inner ignorance remains unchallenged, a person keeps carrying grief, whether thinking about the past or worrying about the future. External prosperity cannot remove internal sorrow unless self-awareness is cultivated. The key teaching here is timeless and practical. True peace arises from inner clarity, not from fulfilled desires. Without correcting inner attachment and mental habits, even divine opportunities fail to bring happiness. Therefore, reflection, right understanding, and conscious dialogues are essential, otherwise, sorrow becomes a lifelong companion. निजध्यासतो सर्वतोटो निगेला बळे अंतरी शोकसंतापठेला सुखानंद आनंद भेदे बुडाला मनी निश्चयो सर्वखेदे उडाला. This shloka explains a powerful inner transformation of the mind. When self centered obsession, ego driven focus breaks completely, the mind first feels shock, sorrow, and inner turbulence. This stage is natural. It is the collapse of old mental patterns that once defined identity. As the mind struggles, even the difference between pleasure and bliss disappears, showing that emotional extremes lose their grip. Finally, through firm inner resolve, all grief, anxiety, and restlessness are blown away. The message is clear. True peace is not the absence of struggle, but the result of unwavering inner clarity. Once the mind stops clinging to false identities, suffering dissolves on its own. घरी कामधेनू पुढे ताक मागे हरिबोध सांडोनी विवाद लागे करी सार चिंता मणिकाच खंडे तया मागता देत आहे उदंडे. The shloka delivers a powerful lesson on human ignorance and misplaced desire. It says that even when Kamadhenu, the divine wish-fulfilling cow, is present at home, a person foolishly asks for buttermilk. Likewise, abandoning Hari Bodh, the divine wisdom, the mind gets entangled in useless debates and distractions. The poet further explains that a person turns the priceless Chintamani gem into mere pieces of glass, yet still expects abundance. The deeper meaning is clear. When divine grace and true knowledge are already available, seeking trivial worldly gains reflects spiritual blindness. This verse urges self reflection. Are we ignoring inner wealth while running after temporary pleasures? True fulfillment comes from recognizing and valuing spiritual wisdom over material cravings. अतिमूढत्या दृढबुद्धियसेना अतिकामत्या रामचित्ती वसेना अतिलोभत्या क्षोभ होईल जाणा अतिविषयी सर्वदा दैन्यवाणा. This shloka delivers a sharp psychological and spiritual insight into how excess weakens inner life. It explains that a person who is extremely ignorant lacks steady judgment, while one overwhelmed by desire cannot hold higher awareness in the mind. When greed becomes excessive, it inevitably leads to mental agitation and unrest. A life dominated by sense pleasures finally results in inner poverty, dissatisfaction, and dependence. The core message is balance. Spiritual clarity and mental strength do not survive in extremes, whether of ignorance, desire, greed, or indulgence. True fulfillment arises when the mind is restrained, desires are moderated, and awareness is directed inward rather than outward. This shloka serves as a timeless reminder that unchecked cravings may promise happiness but ultimately produce instability and suffering. नको दैन्यवाणे जिणे भक्ति ऊणे अति मूर्खत्या सर्वदा दुःख दूणे धरी रे मना आदरे प्रीतिरामी नको वासना हे मधामी विरामी. This shloka delivers a powerful spiritual warning and a clear solution. It says that a life lived without devotion is a life of misery. A person trapped in ignorance experiences double suffering from both the world and the restless mind. Mere intelligence, wealth, or status cannot protect such a person from inner pain. The poet then lovingly advises the mind to develop sincere love and reverence for Rama. True peace arises when devotion replaces desire. Attachment to wealth, luxury, and sensual pleasure only prolongs dissatisfaction. Even in the most comfortable surroundings, the core message is clear. Bhakti is not weakness, it is strength. Renouncing excessive cravings and anchoring the heart in divine love leads to inner stability, clarity, and lasting joy. नव्हे सार संसार हा घोर आहे मना सज्जना सत्य शोधून पाहे जनी विष खाता पुढे सुख कैचे करी रे मना ध्यान या राघवाचे. This shloka delivers a powerful spiritual warning and guidance. It reminds us that worldly life, though it may appear attractive, is inherently uncertain and painful. Wise people do not blindly accept appearances. Instead, they search for truth with clarity and discrimination. The verse uses a strong metaphor. Consuming poison can never result in happiness, no matter how tempting it looks. In the same way, pleasures rooted in sense gratification ultimately lead to suffering, not fulfillment. The solution offered is clear and practical. Turn the mind toward meditation on Raghava. By focusing on divine awareness rather than temporary pleasures, the mind finds stability, peace, and true joy. घनश्याम हा राम लावण्यरूपी महाधीर गंभीर पूर्ण प्रतापी करी संकटी सेवकांचा कुडावा प्रभाते मनी रामचिंतित जावा. This shloka glorifies Ram as Ghanshyam, the dark-hued embodiment of beauty, courage, and divine power. He is described as Mahadhira, Gambhira, and Purna Pratapi. These qualities remind the seeker that true power is calm, compassionate, and unwavering. A key message of the verse is Rama's boundless grace towards his devotees. In moment of crisis, he actively protects and relieves their suffering, standing as a shield for those who surrender with faith. The shloka advises beginning each day at dawn by remembering Rama in the heart, setting the mind in devotion before worldly distractions arise. बळे आगळा राम कोदंडधारी महाकाळ विक्राळ तोही धरारी पुढे मानवा किंकरा कोण केवा प्रभाते मनी रामचिंतित जावा. This shloka glorifies Lord Rama as the supreme embodiment of divine strength and fearlessness. Holding the Kodanda bow, Rama is portrayed as most powerful than even Mahakala, the time itself, whose terrifying force causes destruction. The verse clearly declares that before such divine might, no human servant or opposing force can truly stand. Spiritually, the shloka teaches that remembering Rama at dawn fills the mind with courage, clarity, and inner protection. When devotion replaces fear, external threats lose their power. Rama is not just a warrior figure, but the ultimate refuge for the devoted mind. This verse highlights themes like divine protection, fearlessness through devotion, spiritual strength, and power of morning meditation. Its core message is simple yet profound. Begin the day by remembering Rama, and all fear dissolves into faith. सुखानंदकारी निवारी भयाते जनी भक्ति भावे भजावे तयाते विवेके त्यजावा अनाचार हेवा प्रभाते मनी रामचिन्तित जावा.
This shloka highlights Lord Rama as a source of true joy and fearlessness. By remembering and worshipping Rama with sincere devotion, a seeker experiences inner peace and lasting happiness. Rama's grace removes fear from the heart and fills life with sukha or joy and ananda or bliss. The verse also emphasizes viveka, clear discrimination between right and wrong. It urges one to consciously abandon unethical behavior and negative tendencies. Devotion is not just ritual, it must be supported by moral clarity and self discipline. Beginning the day with remembrance of Rama aligns the mind toward purity, courage, and spiritual focus. Such a practice strengthens faith, calms anxiety, and guides daily actions with righteousness.
सदा रामनामे वदा पूर्णकामे कदा बाधिजेन पदा नित्यनेमे मदालस्य सर्वसूडो निद्यावा प्रभाते मनि रामचिन्तित जावा.
This shloka teaches the power of constant remembrance of Rama's name as the path to fulfillment and inner stability. By regularly chanting Ramanama with discipline and sincerity, a devotee attains Purnata, a sense of completeness that worldly achievements cannot provide. The verse emphasizes that steadfast spiritual practice removes obstacles. When devotion becomes a daily habit, life's challenges lose their power to disturb the mind. The shloka also delivers a clear self improvement message. Give up pride, laziness, and ego, as these inner enemies block spiritual growth. Beginning the day by remembering Rama aligns the mind with clarity, humility, and purpose. Morning contemplation sets a positive tone, helping one act with focus and balance throughout the day.
जयाचे निनामे महादोष जाति जयाचे निनामे गति पाविजेती जयाचे निनामे घडे पुण्य ठेवा प्रभाते मनी रामचिंतित जावा.
This shloka highlights the transformative power of the divine name of Rama. It teaches that sincere remembrance of Rama's name dissolves even the greatest sins, guides the soul towards liberation, and steadily builds spiritual merit. By repeating and contemplating Rama's name, a person's inner direction changes from worldly confusion to spiritual clarity. The verse emphasizes early morning remembrance, symbolizing a fresh start where the mind is pure, calm, and receptive to divine grace. Spiritually, this shloka reminds us that devotion does not require complex rituals. Simple, heartfelt chanting and mindful remembrance are enough to purify the mind and elevate life's purpose. Regular practice brings peace, moral strength, and lasting inner wealth.
नवेचे कदा ग्रंथीचे अर्थ काही मुखे नाम उच्चारिता कष्ट नाही महाघोर संसार शत्रु जिणावा प्रभाते मनी रामचिंतित जावा.
This shloka delivers a powerful yet simple spiritual message. True liberation does not require complex scholarship. One need not analyze countless scriptures or struggle over philosophical meanings. Instead, the effortless chanting of the divine name of Lord Rama is enough. The verse highlights that uttering Rama's name demands no hardship, yet it possesses immense strength. This sacred remembrance becomes a spiritual weapon capable of conquering the most terrifying enemy, the cycle of worldly suffering. The shloka gently advises beginning the day with mindful remembrance, as morning contemplation sets the tone for inner clarity and peace. In essence, this shloka teaches that devotion over intellect, simplicity over complexity, and remembrance over ritual lead to spiritual victory. A calm morning mind focused on Rama transforms ordinary life into a path of freedom, courage, and inner stability.
देहे दंडणीचे महादुःख आहे महादुःख दुःखते नाम घेता न राहे सदाशिव चिन्तितसे देवदेवा प्रभाते मनी राम चिन्तित जावा.
This shloka highlights the inevitable suffering of the human body and offers a powerful spiritual solution. Remembrance of the divine name. Physical existence is bound to pain, decay, and discipline, but the poet assures that chanting the sacred name dissolves this suffering at its root. Even Sadashiva, revered as the supreme deity, is shown as absorbed in divine remembrance, signifying that constant contemplation of the highest truth transcends all pain. The message is clear. If even the greatest divine consciousness meditates on the Absolute, how much more essential is it for human life? The shloka concludes with a daily practice, remembering Rama in the early morning. Dawn symbolizes purity, renewal, and clarity of mind. Beginning the day with Ramachintana aligns the mind with peace, courage, and spiritual strength, reducing both physical and mental suffering.
बहुतां परिसंकटे साधनांची व्रते दान उद्यापनेती धनाची दिनाचा दयाळू मनी आठवावा प्रभाते मनी रामचिंतित जावा.
This shloka delivers a powerful spiritual insight. External religious practices alone are not enough to overcome life's challenges. The verse explains that rituals like vows, charity, and ceremonial observances often demand wealth, effort, and favorable conditions. Yet, even after performing them, inner peace may still remain distant. The shloka gently redirects the seeker inward. Instead of depending solely on material means or elaborate practices, it emphasizes remembering Lord Rama with a compassionate heart. Rama is described as Dayalu, merciful and kind, always accessible to sincere devotion. The core teaching is simple and timeless. True spiritual strength lies in constant remembrance. Beginning the day by contemplating Rama purifies the mind, reduces anxiety, and nurtures faith, regardless of one's external circumstances.
समस्तांमध्ये सार साचार आहे कळेना तरी सर्व शोधून पाहे जीवा संशयो वा उगातो त्यजावा प्रभाते मनी रामचिंतित जावा.
This shloka teaches that true essence and right conduct already exists within life itself. Even if we do not immediately understand this truth, sincere self inquiry and reflection eventually reveal it. The poet emphasizes that doubt is useless for the soul. It drains energy, clouds clarity, and delays inner growth. The message is practical and timeless. Instead of overthinking and remaining trapped in uncertainty, one should let go of doubt through faith and disciplined contemplation. The daily practice of remembering Rama at dawn symbolizes beginning each day with clarity, trust, and spiritual focus.
नभे कर्मना धर्मना योग काही नभे भोगना त्यागना सांग पाही म्हणे दास विश्वासनामी धरावा प्रभाते मनी रामचिंतित जावा.
This shloka delivers a powerful spiritual message. Liberation is not achieved through karma, dharma, yoga, enjoyment, renunciation, or philosophical debate alone. All these paths, while meaningful, are secondary when compared to simple, unwavering faith in the divine name. The poet humbly declares that true assurance lies in holding firm trust in the name of Rama. Chanting Rama's name with sincerity dissolves confusion and ego, cutting through complex spiritual practices. The shloka emphasizes inner surrender over outer effort. The repeated line, Prabhate Mani Rama Chintita Java, reinforces the discipline of morning remembrance. Beginning the day with Rama in the heart aligns the mind with peace, clarity, and devotion, making spirituality natural rather than forced.
करी काम निष्काम या राघवाचे, करी रूप स्वरूप सर्वा जीवांचे, करी छंद निर्द्वंद हे गुण गाता, हरी कीर्तनी वृत्ति विश्वास होता.
This shloka teaches the essence of selfless action and devotion centered on Raghava. The verse emphasizes performing all actions without personal desire, dedicating every effort to the divine. Such nishkama karma purifies the heart and aligns human life with higher spiritual purpose. The shloka further explains that the same divine form and essence exists in all living beings, encouraging equality, compassion, and inner harmony. By transcending dualities like pleasure and pain, gain and loss, one rises above worldly conflicts. Finally, it highlights the transformative power of Hari Kirtan, the devotional singing of God's qualities. When the mind immerses itself in divine remembrance, faith becomes firm, thoughts become pure, and life flows with trust rather than fear. और जीवन भय के स्थान पर विश्वास से भर जाता है.
अहो ज्ञानराराम विश्वास नाही, तया पामरा बाधिजे सर्व काही. महाराज तो स्वामी कैवल्य दाता, वृथा वाहने देह संसार चित्ता.
This shloka delivers a powerful spiritual warning and guidance. It says that a person who lacks faith in Rama becomes helpless, constantly disturbed by worldly troubles and mental suffering. Without Rama Vishwas, even small challenges feel overwhelming. The verse reminds us that Rama is not just a king, but the supreme master who grants Kaivalya, ultimate liberation. When one forgets this truth, life is wasted in endless worries about the body, material attachments, and worldly responsibilities. Such anxiety brings no real peace. The core teaching is simple yet profound. Faith in Rama frees the mind, while attachment to worldly concerns binds it. True wisdom lies in surrendering worries and cultivating devotion, which leads to inner stability and spiritual freedom.
मना पावना भावना राघवाची, धरी अंतरी सोडी चिंता भवाची. भवाची जीवा मानवा भूली ठेली, नसे वस्तुची धारणा व्यर्थ गेली.
This shloka delivers a clear spiritual instruction for the restless mind. It asks the mind to embrace the pure and uplifting thought of Raghava and to release unnecessary anxiety about worldly existence. When the heart is filled with devotion, fear and confusion naturally dissolve. The verse highlights a core truth. Worldly life often misleads the human mind, making it chase illusions instead of lasting peace. When life is misunderstood, all effort becomes directionless and inner stability is lost. Mere accumulation of thoughts, beliefs, or possessions has no value if they are disconnected from spiritual awareness. This shloka teaches that true clarity comes from inner focus, not external struggle. By anchoring the mind in devotion and higher awareness, human life regains meaning, balance, and purpose.
धरा श्रीवरात्या हरान्तराते, तरा दुस्तरात्या परासागराते. सरावी सरात्या भरा दुर्भराते, करानी करा त्या खरा मत्सराते.
This shloka teaches a powerful inner discipline for spiritual growth. It urges the seeker to hold the divine presence firmly within the heart, symbolizing constant remembrance of Lord Rama. When the mind is anchored in divine awareness, even the difficult and endless ocean of worldly life becomes easy to cross. The verse further advises letting go of heavy inner burdens such as ego, attachment, and uncontrolled desire. Most importantly, it calls for the complete removal of jealousy and hatred, which are considered the biggest obstacle to inner peace. A heart free from envy becomes pure, stable, and spiritually strong. In essence, this shloka highlights that true liberation is an inner process. By nurturing devotion, releasing negativity, and cultivating purity of thought, one naturally rises above suffering and attains clarity, balance, and lasting peace.
मनामत्सरे नाम साण्डूनकोः अतियादरे हानिजध्यासराहो समस्तान्मध्ये नाम हे सार आहे तुझी तुलना तुलिता ही न साहे.
This shloka teaches the power of Nam Smaran, constant remembrance of the divine name. The poet advises the mind to abandon jealousy and ego, as these emotions weaken spiritual focus and inner peace. Instead, one should cultivate deep self reflection with love and sincerity. The shloka clearly states that among all spiritual practices, the divine name is the ultimate essence. No comparison can equal its transformative power, even if one tries to measure it against other disciplines. True growth begins when jealousy is dropped and devotion becomes steady. The divine name alone purifies the mind, surpasses rituals, intellect, and external achievements.
बहुनामया रामनामी तुलेना अभाग्या नरा पामरा हे कलेना विषाौषधा घेतले पार्वतीशे जीवा मानवा किंकरा कोण पूसे.
This shloka teaches that no divine name equals the power of name of Rama. Yet the shloka laments that unfortunate and ignorant mind failed to recognize this truth. The poet contrasts this with a powerful spiritual image. Even poison becomes medicine when taken by Shiva with the grace and support of Parvati. The deeper meaning is clear. Divine consciousness transforms reality. What destroys an ordinary person becomes harmless, even sacred, when touched by higher awareness. Similarly, Ramanam purifies life, removes fear, and frees the soul from suffering. For a seeker, the message is practical. When you hold the highest name with faith, no worldly poison, sorrow, ego, or fear can overpower you. Then, no force dares to question or command the awakened human spirit.
जेणे जाळिला काम तो राम ध्यातो उमेसियति आदरे गुण गातो बहुज्ञान वैराग्य सामर्थ्य जेथे परियंतरी नाम विश्वास तेथे.
This shloka teaches that true spiritual power begins with devotion, not display. It says that Lord Rama, by meditating deeply, burned away desire itself, showing mastery over the mind. Parvati, with immense love and respect, sings the divine qualities of Shiva, reminding us that even the highest wisdom is rooted in devotion. The verse acknowledges the presence of knowledge, detachment, and spiritual strength, but clearly states that none of these are complete without unshakable faith in the divine name. Inner trust in the name of Rama is presented as the foundation where all virtues truly reside. In essence, this shloka emphasizes that Nama Bhakti is superior to mere intellectual knowledge or renunciation. When devotion lives in the heart, all higher qualities naturally follow, leading the seeker towards inner freedom and peace.
विठोने श्रीवाहिला देवराणा तयांतरी ध्यासरे त्यासिनेणा निवाला स्वये तापसी चंद्रमौळी जीवा सोडवी रामहांतकाळी.
This shloka highlights the supreme power of unwavering devotion and the saving grace of the name of Rama at life's final moment. It reminds us that even the greatest beings are transformed through pure bhakti. The verse begins with Vithala, who humbly carried a devotee on his head, showing that God bows before sincere faith. It then speaks of Shiva, the great ascetic Chandramauli, who himself found inner peace through devotion, proving that spiritual intensity softens even the highest yogi. The core message is clear. Intellectual effort, status, or austerity alone cannot grant liberation. What truly matters is inner remembrance and trust. When the mind is filled with divine contemplation, fear dissolves. The shloka concludes with a powerful assurance: Rama alone liberates the soul at the moment of death. Chanting and trusting Rama's name becomes the ultimate refuge, freeing the soul from the fear of the end. भजा राम विश्राम योगेश्वरांचा जपू नेमिला नेम गौरी हराचा स्वयनी ववितापसी चंद्रमौळी तुम्हा सोडवी राम हा अंतकाळी. This shloka teaches the supreme power of devotion to Rama, who is described as the true refuge and rest, even for great yogis. By constantly chanting Rama's name with discipline and faith, a devotee aligns with the highest spiritual practice. The verse highlights that even Shiva, Chandramauli, the greatest ascetic, personally chants the name of Rama, inspired by Parvati or Gauri. This emphasizes that Ramanam is beyond rituals, yogic techniques, or intellectual effort. The core message is simple yet profound. Steady remembrance of Rama liberates the soul at the final moment of life. When all worldly supports fall away, the divine name alone becomes the savior. मुखी राम विश्राम तेथेची आहे सदानंद आनंद सेवो निपाहे तया वीण तो क्षीण संदेहकारी निजधाम हे नाम शोकापहारी. This shloka highlights the transformative power of chanting the name of Rama. It teaches that true rest and inner peace are found not in external comforts, but on the lips and in the remembrance of Rama. When the divine name is present, life becomes filled with constant joy and bliss. The verse also contrasts this state with a life without divine remembrance. Without Rama's name, the mind becomes tired, restless, and full of doubt. The soul feels burdened even when surrounded by material success. In contrast, the name of Rama is described as Nijadhama, one's true home, because it removes sorrow and fear at their very root. Spiritually, the shloka conveys that Ramanam is both the path and the destination. Regular remembrance dissolves grief, quiets the mind, and leads the seeker toward inner liberation. In essence, chanting Ram's name is presented as a simple yet complete spiritual practice for peace, joy, and freedom from suffering. मुखी राम त्या काम बाधू शकेना गुणेष्ट धारिष्ट त्याचे चुकेना हरिभक्त तो शक्त कामास भारी जगी धन्य तो मारुति ब्रह्मचारी. This shloka highlights the transforming power of chanting the name of Rama. When the divine name is constantly on one's lips, desires lose their grip and worldly temptations cannot overpower the devotee. The mind becomes steady, disciplined, and protected by virtue. The verse further explains that a true devotee of Hari gains immense inner strength. Such a person rises above lust and attachment, not through force but through devotion. The shloka presents Maruti as the perfect example, celebrated in the world for his brahmacharya, strength, and unwavering devotion. Spiritually, this teaching reminds us that self control is a natural outcome of bhakti, not a struggle. When devotion deepens, purity follows effortlessly. A life centered on Rama's name becomes truly blessed, powerful, and purposeful.
बहु चांगले नाम या राघवाचे, अति साजिरे स्वल्प सोपे फुकाचे. करी मूळ निर्मूळ घेता भवाचे, जेवा मानवा हेची कैवल्य साचे.
This shloka highlights the extraordinary power of the name of Rama. It says that among all spiritual practices, Rama's name is the most beautiful, simplest, and freely available path for every human being. It requires no wealth, rituals, or hardship, just sincere remembrance. The verse explains that chanting Rama's name destroys the root of worldly bondage. Instead of merely reducing suffering, the name uproots its very cause. This makes devotion practical and accessible, even for ordinary people living busy lives. Finally, the shloka declares that true liberation or kaivalya is not distant or complex. It lies right here in the steady remembrance of the divine name. For humanity, this is the surest and simplest path to inner freedom and lasting peace.
जनी भोजनी नाम वाचे वदावे, अति आदरे गद्य घोषे म्हणावे. हरी चिंतने अन्न सेवित जावे, तरी श्री हरी पाविजे तो स्वभावे.
This shloka teaches that true devotion is not limited to rituals or meditation alone, but should flow naturally into everyday life. It advises chanting the divine name while eating and speaking it aloud with love and respect. When one eats with remembrance of Hari, even food becomes sacred. The verse highlights that devotion infused into daily actions transforms ordinary life into spiritual practice. By combining nourishment with God remembrance, the mind stays pure, grateful, and disciplined. Such mindful living gradually aligns one's nature with divine qualities. Ultimately, the shloka assures that those who remember God sincerely in simple acts like eating attain divine grace effortlessly. Liberation is not distant or complex, it becomes a natural outcome of constant, loving awareness.
नैरामवाणी तया थोर हाणी, जणी व्यर्थ प्राणी तया नाम कोणी. हरि नाम हे वेद शास्त्री पुराणी, बहु आगळे बोलिली व्यासवाणी.
This shloka delivers a powerful spiritual warning and reassurance at the same time. It says that a person who does not keep Rama on their tongue suffers a great loss in life. Such a human existence becomes spiritually unproductive because without the divine name, life misses its highest purpose. The shloka strongly emphasizes that Harinama is not an ordinary word. It is glorified across the Vedas, Shastras, and Puranas, and this truth has been clearly proclaimed by Veda Vyasa, the greatest authority on sacred knowledge. Vyasa's words confirm that chanting the divine name is the essence of all scriptures. The core message is simple yet profound. Ignoring Ramanama is the greatest loss, while embracing it is the greatest gain. No complex rituals are required, just sincere remembrance. Through the name alone, spiritual fulfillment and liberation become accessible to everyone.
नको वीट मानू रघुनायकाचा, अति आदरे बोलीचे राम वाचा. नवेचे मुखे सापडे रे फुकाचा, करी घोष त्या जानकी वल्लभाचा.
This shloka teaches reverence, love, and confidence in chanting the divine name of Rama. The poet advises us never to feel tired, ashamed, or casual while taking Rama's name. Instead, we should speak it with deep respect and heartfelt devotion. The verse highlights that chanting Rama costs nothing, no wealth, ritual, or special qualification is needed. The human mouth is a priceless gift, and using it to glorify Janaki Vallabha is the highest and most meaningful use of speech. By chanting loudly and joyfully, one purifies the mind, strengthens faith, and fills life with spiritual energy. The shloka clearly reminds us that constant remembrance and vocal devotion lead the soul closer to divine grace.
अतियादरे सर्वही नामघोषे गिरिकन्दरि जायजे दूरि दोषे हरितिष्ठतु तोषलानामघोषे विशेषे हरा मानसी रामपीसे.
This shloka highlights the transformative power of chanting the divine name with deep devotion. It teaches that when God's name is recited with sincere love and reverence, inner purities and life's faults naturally fall away. The verse uses the imagery of remote caves and mountains to show that true purification happens within, not through physical isolation. The shloka further explains that Hari resides where his name is lovingly chanted. When the heart is absorbed in the remembrance of Rama, the mind becomes peaceful, focused, and spiritually nourished. This practice is presented as a simple yet powerful path of bhakti, accessible to all, regardless of background or ritual complexity. From a spiritual growth perspective, the message is clear. Constant heartfelt namasmarana leads to inner joy, moral clarity, and divine grace. In today's stressful world, this shloka reminds seeker that chanting the name of Rama with devotion is a direct and effective way to attain mental purity and spiritual fulfillment.
जगी पाहता देव हा अन्नदाता तया लागली तत्वता सार चिंता तयाचे मुखी नाम घेता फुकाचे मना सांग पारे तुझे काय वेचे.
This shloka reminds us that the entire world survives because of the divine, the true provider of food and life. When a person understands this deeper truth, unnecessary worries begin to fade. The poet asks a powerful question: if the name of God can be taken freely, without cost or effort, then what exactly is lost by chanting it? The message is clear and practical. God's name does not demand wealth, rituals, or status, only sincerity. Chanting the name purifies the mind, removes fear, and replaces anxiety with trust. In a world filled with constant concern for survival and success, this verse gently redirects the mind toward gratitude and remembrance.
तिन्ही लोक चाळू शके कोप येता निवाळा हरुतो मुखे राम घेता जपे आदरे पार्वती विश्वमाता म्हणोनी म्हणा तेची हे नाम आता.
This shloka powerfully conveys the supreme calming force of the divine name. It says that even an anger capable of burning the three worlds can be pacified instantly by chanting God's name with sincerity. The verse points to Parvati, the universal mother, who herself chants the name with deep reverence, showing that bhakti is greater than raw power. The reference to Shiva symbolizes uncontrollable cosmic energy, while the name represents inner discipline and surrender. When the greatest divine forces rely on the name, it teaches humanity that no spiritual practice is simpler or more effective. The message is clear. Start chanting now without delay or doubt. The divine name cools anger, dissolves fear, and leads the mind towards peace and liberation. In the age of stress and unrest, this shloka reminds us that true strength lies in humble remembrance, not force.
अजामेळ पापी वदे पुत्रकामे तया मुक्ति नारायणाचे निनामे शुकाकारणे कुण्टनि रामवाणी मुखे बोलिता ख्याति जाली पुराणी.
This shloka powerfully teaches that the divine name itself has liberating power even when uttered without spiritual intention. The story of Ajamila, a sinner who called out his son's name Narayana at the moment of death, shows that God's name can grant liberation regardless of one's past. Though Ajamila spoke out of attachment, the sacred name Narayana freed him from bondage. The shloka further reminds us that even accidental or indirect remembrance of the divine is never wasted. Just as the sage Shuka made the glory of Rama eternal through narration, spoken devotion carries timeless spiritual impact.
महाभक्त प्रह्लाद हा दैत्यकूली जपे राम नामावळी नित्यकाळी पिता पापरूपी तया देखवेना जनी दैत्यतो नाम मुखे मणेना.
This shloka highlights the supreme power of bhakti through the life of Prahlad. Born in a demonic lineage, yet eternally devoted to chanting Rama's name. Despite constant remembrance of the divine, Prahlad's sinful father Hiranyakashipu could neither see nor accept this sacred truth. The verse conveys a deep spiritual message. Birth, status, or family background do not define spiritual worth. Inner devotion does. Even among demons, the one who rejects God's name remains blind to truth, while the true devotee shines with divine grace. Continuous chanting of the Lord's name purifies the heart and elevates the soul beyond worldly identity.
मुखी नाम नाही तया मुक्ती कैची अहंता गुणे यातना ते भुकाची पुढे अंत येईल तो दैन्यवाणा म्हणोनी म्हणा रे म्हणा देवराणा.
This shloka delivers a direct and powerful spiritual warning. Liberation is impossible without remembrance of the divine name. Mere ego, pride, or intellectual arrogance only lead to pointless suffering. The verse says that a person who does not keep God's name on their lips cannot attain moksha. The pain caused by ego is useless and self-created. Eventually, life ends in helplessness and regret. Therefore, the poet urges everyone to consciously chant and repeat the Lord's name again and again. True freedom does not come from status, knowledge, or self-importance. It comes from humility and surrender through namasmarana. Ego isolates the soul, while devotion connects it to divine grace.
हरि नाम ने मस्त पाषाण तारी बहुतारिले मानवी देहधारी तया राम नामी सदा जो विकल्पी वदेना कदा जीवतो पापरूपी.
This shloka highlights the extraordinary power of Harinama. The verse reminds us that even stones were made to float by the power of the Lord's name, symbolizing that what seems impossible becomes possible through sincere devotion. If something as lifeless as a stone can cross the ocean, then a human being blessed with consciousness and effort can surely cross the ocean of worldly suffering. The shloka emphasizes that countless human lives have been uplifted and liberated through unwavering faith in Ram Nam. However, the key message lies in the warning against vikalpa, doubt or wavering of mind. A person who constantly doubts the power of the divine name, even while chanting it, fails to experience its true transformative effect. Such inner doubt keeps the soul trapped in negative tendencies and sinful patterns. True devotion requires steadiness, trust, and surrender. When faith is complete and free from hesitation, the divine name itself becomes a boat that carries the devotee towards purity, peace, and liberation.
जगी धन्य वाराणसी पुण्यराशी तये माझी आता गती पूर्वजांसी मुखे रामनामावळि नित्यकाळि जिवाहितसाङ्गे सदा चन्द्रमौळि.
This shloka glorifies Varanasi, calling it the most blessed city and a vast reservoir of spiritual merit. It teaches that residing in or remembering this sacred place brings salvation not only to the seeker but also uplifts one's ancestors. Varanasi is portrayed as a divine gateway where liberation becomes attainable through sincere devotion. The verse emphasizes the constant chanting of the name of Rama, reminding us that true spiritual progress comes from regular remembrance, not occasional practice. The repetition of the divine name purifies the mind, brings inner peace, and guides the soul towards its highest good. Finally, Chandramouli or Lord Shiva is shown as a compassionate teacher who continuously advises what is truly beneficial for life and beyond. The message is clear. Devotion, sacred remembrance, and faith in the divine lead to both personal welfare and ancestral liberation. This shloka beautifully blends bhakti, punya, and moksha into one timeless spiritual truth.
यथा सांगरे कर्मते हि घडेना घडे धर्मते पुण्यगाठी पडेना दया पाहता सर्वभूती असेना फुकाचे मुखी नामते हि वसेना.
This shloka delivers a sharp reminder about inner purity and genuine compassion. It explains that actions performed without true detachment never become righteous karma. Even if one appears religious, real merit does not accumulate unless the heart is aligned with dharma. The verse highlights compassion or daya as the true test of spirituality. If kindness is absent towards all living beings, then spiritual practice remains incomplete. Mere outward behavior, rituals, or moral posturing cannot replace authentic empathy. The final line delivers a powerful warning. The divine name does not reside on false lips. When a person lacks sincerity, humility, and compassion, chanting or speaking sacred names becomes empty sound rather than spiritual force.